Stray cat mom brought her sick kitten to the hospital. What happened next was heart-melting. Merve was waiting for her father in the hospital in Istanbul when she saw an unlikely patient wander into the waiting area. A stray cat appeared in the hospital corridor holding her baby in her mouth and confidently walked down the hall. Everyone, including the staff, was stunned and happy at the same time to see the feline. They rushed to see if there was something wrong with the mom or her baby, but then something unbelievable happened. Turkish people are known to be kind and helpful, especially towards stray animals. So when this cat visited the human emergency room, the professionals didn't hesitate to help her. Emergency staff, despite not being trained to treat animals, responded to the anxious mother's silent plea. Apparently, Özkan was worried about her father, who was recovering from COVID and was in for a follow-up test. But the little animal and her baby immediately lightened the tense moment. The medics quickly took the kitten for a checkup, and the mom kept following, never letting her child out of the sight. To ease her feline's anxiety, the staff gave the cat some milk and food while the doctors and nurses were tending to the child. Thankfully, it was concluded that the kitten was safe, and now it was the turn of the mother. Fortunately, both cats appeared to be in good health, but to make sure, the hospital staff endorsed the cats to the care of a veterinarian. Shared by thousands of people on Turkish social media and liked by more than 82k people on Reddit, the story made many's hearts warm. In the photos shared on Twitter, a baby kitten is seen carried by its mama to the human emergency room. Today we were in the emergency room of the hospital when a cat rushed to bring her offspring in her mouth, Merve, who originally shared the photos, wrote. She further explained that cats are very common creatures in her country. However, it was still surprising to witness such an emotional moment. People on Reddit praised the paramedics and hospital staff at the Istanbul hospital for their kind actions. Some also remembered stories of their own where people helped animals in need. This happened in my hometown with a birthing cat. She had problems and walked up to the hospital and started to meow. They helped her and she is now the pet of the doctor who called the vet, one Reddit user shared. Local communities never shy away when it comes to feeding stray animals, but during the lockdown, things had become difficult. Local authorities have been urged by the Turkish government to step up in feeding stray cats and dogs to keep residents off the streets. Even when everything was done and the hospital staff went back to their work, the cat and her kitten sat there comfortably. The kindness that the hospital staff extended to the cat and its kitten is not exactly new for Turks. In fact, their kindness towards animals is one of the things they are known for. Being kind, generous and respectful towards animals is very deeply inculcated in Turkish values. There are many stories regarding the beautiful friendship between the Turkish and the cats. According to one theory, when Istanbul was built, the country was populated by mice. So the people decided to bring in cats to deal with the problem, and the felines were left on the roads. The grateful people then decided to let the cats roam free and live in comfort. Others theorize that people treat stray cats with respect because they were the only creatures seen as holy in one of the religions. And another possible reason for their incredible kindness is that they see it as a religious duty to care for animals as a respect to God. Reportedly, in 2019, the New York Times estimated that in Istanbul alone, a megacity of 15 million people, there are thought to be 130,000 dogs and 125,000 cats roaming free. Wandering the streets of Istanbul, you will see many small containers by the sides of buildings, and discreet food rations doled out by its inhabitants. While the cats are not adopted formally, they are taken care of by no one and everyone, a giant community network of cat caring,